Are you in the mood for some horror rock done in a 60s garage rock style? From Spain, sung, half in English and half in Spanish. You may well be. The group is Femur, Dales from the Alley. Hey group, welcome to Extract Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. And damn, this is really tasty. Garage rock from Spain, but they alternate between English and Spanish. And if you speak Spanish and English, no issue. And you like your horror rock, there you go. It's also referred to as heavy psych, I guess, yeah. Fuzz. Oh, there's definitely some fuzz going on here. Punk, yeah. Garage punk, definitely. And they're from... I should have done my homework. But it seems obvious. Iberia, or Iberian, which is between the border of Spain and Portugal. So reportedly they're coming from that region of Spain. And it's not that obviously about horror. After all, the cover art has a Mad Magazine vibe to it in the illustration. So it isn't that scary. But, when you get to where I begin to really like it, it's about Pacific legends of monsters and horror. The one song I kept, sung in English, Down at the Graveyard. Good riff. That's about zombies. That's followed up by a song in Spanish. I'm not going to try, but in English, it translates to In My Coffin or Casket. So, but that's in Spanish. Then Suspicious Mind is in English, but A Gorilla is in Spanish. Yeah, gorilla is not, that word translates all over the place. Just in Spanish, you just leave out an L. But it is in Spanish. That's followed up by, well, not knowing my Spanish, I thought, well, he's talking about mom. Mamia. But in Spanish, that translates to mummy, as in Egyptian, mummy. And, hombre lobo, werewolf. The second song I kept, Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah. And this is just cute in timing. The last song of the record, The Vampire Signal. That's a cover song from Roky Erickson. At this last week, or last week, when you see this, last week, this was released about the same time as Muck and the Myers. They do an EP tribute to Roky Erickson. So the Erickson estate is getting a couple bucks from record sales this week. A few bucks, hopefully. Between the Vampire's Signal and I'll get, I imagine, I'm gonna I like Muck and the Myers. I'm gonna check out that EP soon. And, it's just a good companion to me today, running my errands with headphones on. And, good organ guitar. It's 60s garage rock. You're a bit eerie, you're a little bit slightly scary if you speak Spanish, I guess. Most of the English songs is not about monsters except for the two that I kept, Zombies and Jekyll and Hyde. But then, that's, leaving out quite a few monsters. Mummies, Beanard Coffin, Gorilla, vampires, and werewolves. So if you can speak both Spanish and English, you got a pretty cool Halloween, early Halloween, or summerine record to have. I already did another early Halloween album yesterday, didn't I? So, pretty good. It's on YouTube, of course. And production's pretty nice. Yeah, is it lo-fi? No, not really. It's a pretty solid mix and production. Ain't no love songs. Well, there's a sentimental song, a cover. Of course, I did know the original. I had been hearing things about a cheating woman. And that's a cover song and more of a straightforward romance song. But no ballads. Yeah, you can, in mixed company, this is good. It is on YouTube. And is there anything controversial about it? There is a remark about human rights in Jekyll and Hyde, but it's not a political song. And no, other than it's supposed to be scary. With that organ and the mix, which is, it sounds like a well-mixed record from 60s garage period. That's what I got, folks. You like this video? Give it a like. Subscribe to Extract Corner. Ring the notification bell. And go listen. The Femur. Tales from the Alley. I do like the cover illustration. Which is the Pacific artist from Mad Magazine. Jack Davis comes to mind, but I might be completely off. I'm sure there's others from Mad Magazine. You guys know Mad Magazine from America? The satire for young boys and children and young teenagers. It's still being produced, but it's basically out of business. You'll see it by the cash register. in your supermarkets, when you're checking out with the National Enquirer or whatever else in America. But they don't produce Mad Magazine regularly anymore. But it's shipped for this generation. I'm sure outside of America, some of you have seen Mad Magazine somewhere. But I don't know. It is cool. Alfred Newman, the mascot, and the whole thing. Just nice satire. So come on back and leave a comment. Is this good 60s era? Well, not from the 60s, but 60s style era. Garage rock. I don't find it that scary. So, for the kids, even if the kids speak Spanish, they're not going to get freaked out about this too much. I don't think so. And for the latest in action rock, high energy rock, garage, punk, psych, psychobilly, stoner rock, anything really rocks, well, I have it here for you at Action Rock Corner, as well as, of course, classic and legacy bands. We'll have it for you here. Remember, have fun with your music. This is fun. And Halloween's coming soon, and Summerine is coming soon. A couple of months. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.